We're a couple miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. On the Kansas City sideline, a familiar face, Andy Reid, hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling, multiple wins going into their bye week, and I can tell you what, the energy around that building, going into a bye, know you're playing really good ball, it makes that week a lot better, certainly, than the alternative.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He is tough to bring down. They finally do. Somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. 13 yards on the catch there, and the Chiefs have a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass. I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is fun. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
It was pretty clear after sitting down with him earlier in the week that he was just not satisfied with last week's performance. And while he was so clear, he's like, listen, I am thrilled that we won the game. He goes, I understand if we want to continue to stack up wins, I need to be better. And it starts with protecting the ball. So back to basics this week in practice, trusting what he sees, relying on his understanding of the offense. If all those things come together, I think we'll see a better performance out of him today.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Pat Bryant, the target there. 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to get to the 33. John A. Barron is there to make the stop.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and Make that play for your offense.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to Dobbins. He'll take this down to the 47. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Oh, he landed it at the right spot, just had the wrong spin. He goes into the end zone, touchback. The ball's coming out to the 20-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Mahomes quickly out to Rice. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They put Kelsey in motion. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Hey, Ripley!
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a 1st down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Here's Pacheco. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes back. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cooper. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6.
1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Nix. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 10
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert. And now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
Room to run, past the 30. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Jimmy Ward that time shuts it down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. Be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. To the air once more. It's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd and 7.
At the Broncos 33-yard line.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll send Worthy in motion. going to be incomplete. Hubbard very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Second and goal.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw to the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points. Give the ball back to your offense and see if they can start chipping away.
2nd and goal.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He runs with it. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd and goal. Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. To the pylon, he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Makes the score, Chiefs 21, Broncos nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. call a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Brings up second and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Second and a yard.
Almost set. Ready. 180. Wait, hard.
Throw it. Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
That's good.
The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Almost set. Ready. 180. Hard.
A first down throw for Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Almost set. Ready. 180. Hard.
To throw is Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Almost set. Ready. 180. Hard.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
Fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
64-yard attempt.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. On the ground, this is Hunt. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. I bet you it's two different, very different, in fact, halftime speeches from the head coaches as we get set for half number 2. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Ready. 180. Hard.
Here's Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9.
Almost set. Ready. 180. Hard.
Here's Nix to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 180. Hard.
Throwing is Nix. open man, and that's Bryant. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw is Nix. Now his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. A run. Here's the fullback, Burton. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate plays. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit that they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. He is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, KC.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 1. A give here to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. It's Johnson. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down, it would appear. Yes, he does. By a full yard. They pick it up on 4th and 2.
4 yards. First down, Chiefs.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case,
they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
that was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Now it's Dobbins. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 30.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Almost set. Ready. 180.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for our Broncos. First down.
Almost set.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
180.
Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Broncos are able to edge a bit closer.
24. Broncos 10. Will Lutz to kick
So
off
now
for
after the
Broncos.
touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the fourth quarter. They put Kelsey in motion. A first down throw for Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 13
They
yards.
put Kelsey in motion.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Second down and 3.
Second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They put Kelsey in motion. Right side caught by Wiley. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner.
And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Hold on a second. Ready. Right here, right. Banjo.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Brian Cook.
Ready.
To throw is Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is George Karlaftis in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing. Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. 1st down picked up. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. To the goal line and in. Bryant. Touchdown, Broncos. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The kick is good. Makes the score. Chiefs 31. Broncos 17. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. This could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many people around the league were expecting them to come in here and win, but they are on the verge of doing just that. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to have it up for the first down. And mark him up at the 39-yard line.
And that right there, Mike, is exactly what power run game on third down is supposed to look like. The defense actually doesn't do a very bad job. They just can't wrap him up, and he's able to use that strength, shed that first tackle, and pick up the first down.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Here now, 3rd and 5. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.